tough man during the previous seasons, and then last year kind of dealing with your injury. This year transitioning to a short-stick defensive midfielder. What has kind of changed in your preparation? I know you kind of just talked about it, but just mentally or physically.
I would say as far as film study, just knowing your opponent much better. 90% of the defense is off ball, so it's just knowing your opponent's tendencies. So it's just looking at the film in different ways. So you're trying to study other players' tendencies, what their strong hands are, what move they may favor. So as far as film preparation, I would say things like that. And then definitely more running, a lot more running. So conditioning definitely off the field was big time in preparation.
And this team obviously has a lot of young talent, so how does the leadership kind of lead by example and show the younger guys how to handle the season?
Yeah, it's definitely a balance. I mean, we've all been freshmen before, so we know exactly what they're going through. And as a senior, you just try to help them in any way you can. Just you've been in that position before, whether on the field or off the field, whether preparing for an opponent. You just try to help them any way you can.
And this weekend being alumni weekend, just how nice will it be seeing some of your former teammates on the sideline again?
Yeah, it'll be very nice. It's always nice when the older alumni come back to show their support. It's always nice getting them a win, just getting a win for everyone that came before you. You know, especially being in a position that this program has never been in. Just doing the little things and not looking too far ahead.
And lastly, playing Cleveland State for the first time since their new program, what are you expecting from them and how are you guys preparing?
I mean, we're preparing no different. If anything, our preparation right now is harder than it's ever been all season. I mean, we have a good thing going, but at the same time, it's just back to basics to continue to do the things that has gotten us to this point. But also, being in some close games, we definitely have a lot of things to work on. So having those close games, it just shows that on any given day, any team can win. So we're not looking past Cleveland State, but just continuing to do the little things that got us to this point and continue to build on that.
So you've played in all 8 games so far this season. So from your perspective, what have you seen the team do well, and where do you think you guys need to improve on?
I mean, we're doing well at winning the games and finishing the games. Not every game we've been in has been perfect. There's been a ton of mistakes, and but I mean the mistakes are like, okay, if we just learn from them, we do well. And but the biggest thing with the games this year is we're finding a way to win. And at the end of the day, when you come out on top, it's all that matters.
And Coach emphasized before the season he's pretty satisfied with the depth at each position. So how nice is it when maybe top guys who aren't performing, there's other guys who can kind of step up to the challenge?
Oh, definitely. That's definitely huge. For example, like I'm a defensive midi, and I lean a lot on my the guys I play with, Kreinz, Nick McVoy, Todd Chambers. And it's huge to have those guys, like if I'm not playing well, like they come up and step up, and vice versa, stuff like that. Like with the depth and everything on this team, it's really helpful, and hopefully to keep moving forward because it's a long season.
And at midfield, coaches emphasize transitional play. So what have you guys worked on in practice that has translated well into games?
We do a lot of transition drills and practices, like 5-on-4s, 3-on-2s. We got the D pulls and the D middies, doing a lot of stick work, stuff like that, because like when we get our shot to go down in transition, we got to move the ball quick, and you never know when your opportunity's up and you got a shot to take, and you got to take that shot.
And this weekend playing Cleveland State, how's the team staying grounded with all the success, but also confident for the final non-conference game?
For sure. I mean, we've definitely been really excited about all the success we've had. We've been enjoying it, stuff like that. But we know there's a lot of work to be done. We have one more non-conference game coming up, and then we have a gauntlet coming up in the Big Ten. So right now we're just focusing on ourselves and focusing on to get better as a team.